will join in. Okay,
All
guys,
right.
good afternoon.
All right.
We don't have any viewer yet, but I believe they will join later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this is another hangout with a member of the Zara Investment Club, Donatus Nwachukwu. Yeah. Last month we had a member on board. We had a member on the live show, Jubilee Okoro. She shared her experience with us as a member of the Zara Investment Club, and she also shared with us how she started her journey to saving and investing. You understand? So I said that we're going to be having this monthly show with each member, as in every month, we're having a member of the club, come to the group and share with us how they started their journey to saving and investing, and also their experience so far as a member of the Zara Investment Club. And I said that the reason why we are doing this is because a lot of people ask me, if how do they know? How will they know if people are really part of Zara Investment Club? How would they know those that are members of Zara Investment Club? How would they know that Zara Investment Club is not a scam? You understand? And I said instead of us to just write testimonial and then I screen grab it and start sharing, it's better we make it like this. It will be more educative. You understand? So that is why I created this monthly interview, 30-minute interview with a member of Zara Investment Club. So, Mr. Donatus, thank you very much for joining us. We really, really
thank you
appreciate
so much.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
So, like I said,
thank
we
you,
are just going to get started. Yeah, we're going to get started. So others will join us later. Right? So the number one, even if they can't join the broadcast now, I believe they'll watch the replay.
Yeah, sure. Later.
Yeah. So I'd like you to first of all tell us about yourself, tell us your name, your location, and what you do.
All right. Good afternoon, Zara Investment community. All right. My name is Donatus Nwachukwu. Yeah. I'm into so many things, but I'm basically a graphic designer. Yeah, and I work as a sales representative with Access Bank PLC. Yeah, that is actually my current job right now. Yeah, that is pretty much about me.
Yeah. Okay, so where is the location? Where are you joining us from?
Okay. Yeah, I am in the nation's capital, Abuja. Yeah, joining us live from Abuja. Yeah. We are very close to Buhari. Yeah, very much close to Buhari. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. So Donatus was the one that designed the Xerox logo, the Xerox Nigeria Limited logo.
Yeah.
I shared some time ago. I got to know him after he joined the Investment Club, so I had to give him the job, and he did a very wonderful job according to the reviews that I got from people. So he's a graphic designer. If you want to design your company logo or anything relating to graphics, you can give it to him. And I believe you do a very good job. Okay, Donatus. So at what point in your life did you realize the importance of saving and investing? At what point in your life? Because a lot of people don't still see the reason why they should save. They believe that the money will always be coming. You understand? So at what point in your life do you realize that you need to save something and then invest it to multiply it? At what point in your life really?
Actually, my saving story is a very long and interesting one. It's dated back in 2012. I've shared it sometime in a post I made on my Facebook timeline. It's actually in 2012. I could remember that was the year I wrote my WAEC, my senior WAEC, SSC. So what led to that was at that particular time, I used to do, because I traveled from Abuja to the east for that purpose of writing WAEC. So I got into doing manual labor job for people, like going to farms to do some work, and then we make money then. Back then you can make up to 4,000 naira a day. But then what happens to the money after we make it? we just use everything and do big boy. Use everything and do big boy. Until one day, one woman I have huge respect for called me and told me that if I continue this thing like this, I'll end up like this other guy. That woman was actually a great savior. So she advised me. She said, "I'd not say you should not do big boy, but make sure you keep something. For example, if you make like 2,000, drop 1,000 at least for future use." Well, it wasn't an easy advice because I'm already used to that big boy lifestyle. When you come back from farm, you buy things, you eat, you flex, so that you look fresh now, stuff like that. But after she told me that, I listened and then started doing it. When I come back, I'll drop some money with her. She was my first bank. And to my amazement, after the planting season, I made huge money. It was actually what I didn't expect. I was able to use that and invest into rice farming, and the rice needed to.
Okay.
From the savings, right?
Yeah.
After the planting season,
okay.
Yeah, I discovered that the money I made was close to 30, 40,000, and that's a huge money back then in our part of the world. So I invested that in rice farming. That was the first time in my life I ventured into rice farming, and the thing yielded so well. I just used it and settled my mom with some parts, and then returned back to Abuja. That was my first saving experience. Then it's actually in bits. The second bit was when I started working. My first job I did in Abuja here. It was the work of a janitor with Diamond Bank, then Diamond Bank. Salary was very slim. They were paying us between 12 to 13,000 then. But then I told myself, but from what I've already experienced with this woman back then in the village, I think if I start saving right now, it's going to give me a hedge on the projects to counter. So I began, I think I was saving 2,000 then or 5,000, between that exact amount. And in a period of 1 year, I was able to raise the money I used to register myself for computer diploma certification. Wow. Yeah, from the money I realized from the savings. So I've been doing small things. Then and I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. That book was actually the gateway to my financial literacy. When I read that book, though I read Grow Rich Peace of Mind, Napoleon Hill, Grow Rich Peace of Mind, that taught me a lot, but I didn't get much from it like I did from Rich Dad Poor Dad. That was actually how my savings started. That was the history behind my savings. As for investments, wow. I've done stuffs. I've tried so many investment platforms. From my trials and error, I discovered that there's a difference between investment and putting money. There's actually a huge difference between these two.
Okay, so what's the difference? What's the difference between investment and putting money?
There's actually a difference between investment and putting money. When MMM came, all of us put money there. Yeah, I'm actually one of those that put money in MMM. It's putting money. That is putting money. We put money in MMM. We put money in Ultimate Cycler. We put money in what other one? There are so many of them. So those ones that promise you those huge return in split seconds, that one is putting money.
Yeah.
So I discovered the difference. Though I was not among those that their money went away from those petty putting money.
You did it, but your money did not go. You were able to withdraw.
For sure, I was lucky. I cashed out first. I chopped the maga before they went off. So, so then after that era, I ventured into multi-level marketing. Yeah, Alliance in Motion precisely. That was actually another huge investment I tried doing because of the way they pitched the thing to me. I said, wow, this is actually a great opportunity. I went to their seminar and they were like, wow, blah, blah. They showed me big cars, showed me money, and then showed me so many things. But they didn't tell me that there's actually another part of this money and cars that, there's another. So I was thinking I'll just put money there, relax, and then come and start cashing out.
That's what most network marketers do. That's what most of them do. They don't really explain in details what it entails.
Yes.
Yeah, network marketing is a very good business.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I must go into it.
Yeah. But the people into it, they don't really they're not presenting it well. They don't present it well to people. They make it sound like a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like a Ponzi scheme.
Yes.
And so when people go into it and it doesn't turn out the way they expected, they
they'll say it's a scam.
Start seeing it as a scam, that it's not a good business.
Yeah.
You understand? Okay, that's good.
So I think that was actually my second attempt on investment before I now met Zari. The reason why I want to do investments, wow, I started hearing this retire early from, there's a book I actually read. I can't remember the title, but the author fascinated me. He retired at the age of 48 or thereabouts. He was living his best life. He introduced this financial freedom to me. I was like, okay, if I can actually send a certain amount and invest a good amount, I think I can actually become financially free. I'm actually going to, of course, delve into this and then become free like these people. So that's why when I saw Zari Investment, it was not just, doesn't happen by magic. It was from a group, Head Start Africa. That was where I met with Zaram.
Okay.
So Zaram actually made a post concerning financial literacy, and me, from the day I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and then with my years of experience with the bank, I've had this financial thing going on in me that any place I mention money, make money, multiply money, I'm always interested. So when she made her first post, I clicked into it, sent her a friend request. Luckily, she accepted, and then I started following up on her post. And then I think around October last year, I now told her, please, I want to reach your investment. To how do you go about it? She put me through, and I promised her. I beg January. I can still remember. I actually began my savings and investment with Zara Investment Club this year, January, and I have something long term going on with them. So I think that's just part of the story between my saving and investment.
Okay. So how have been your experience so far, being a member of Zara Investment Club? How has it been?
So far, there have been no regrets. Their website is top notch. Yeah, I've seen some investment platform websites, and what they do there is crap. Yeah, there's actually one guy that pitched me. Say, guy, see this investment, they pay you. You put money here, you come out and sharp, blah, blah, blah. I say, guy, show me their website. I went to their website and no. But Zara Investment took time to arrange things in a way that every member have everything in check. Our dashboard, from my dashboard, I can see everything, every money I've put from January to date. Yeah, and their interest rates, wow, it's promising. Someone that promises you 5% compounding interest. Even banks don't do it. I'm actually working with a bank. We don't do that in the bank. What's the account I sell? What they promise you is 5% flat rate interest to pata say then give. Open put that kind, they'll put 1 million, and then at the end of 3 months they'll be getting small thing like they're getting stuff like 2,000, 5,000. They'll be like, where's the money I put now? There's no interest here. I tell them to. It was there, but it's not visible. But actually, with our investment, you are guaranteed that these things are real. So I'm yet to receive my own yet because of the plan I organized with Zara Investment. But from testimonies, from testimonies from past members and those that are actually cashing out, it's real. It's so real. The experience has been awesome. Yeah. The experience has been very, very awesome.
Good to know. So what's your advice for people that feels they earn too small to start saving and investing? Because a lot of people, they use that as an excuse. Their salary is too small. How would they? Some people come to me and say, Zara, hey, let us start with 50,000 now. Please now. I get people every day that wants to start with 50,000, some 10,000, some 30,000. I'll be like, no, our minimum investment is 100,000. They say, I'm a student now. Where do you want me to get that kind of money from? You understand? And I'll tell them, if you really want to join us, then you have to put the money in your bank and save it up. You understand? And most of them don't usually come back. They don't usually come back. So what is your advice for people that feel they earn too small to be a part of that investment club? Even if it's not that investment club, people that feel they earn too small to start investing.
Savings and investing. Wow, actually, I have to use myself as an example. when I started, I'm not earning that. My salary right now is not up to $100 every month. I don't think it's up to $100 every month. So this is actually what I did. I got to know Zaram 2018. Okay.
Wow.
I got to know Zaram 2018, and I think around February, March. Then I picked interest in Zaram Investment Club around June. Yeah, this should be a year I picked interest in the club. So when I chatted her up and she told me, this is actually how it's being run. You have to start up with 100,000. Me, I even beg and say, I know if you put 10K from 10K, save up what? Say no, but I have to make a resolution that this is what I'm going to do.
Did you tell me what to start with 10K? I can't remember that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. If you check our chat, I actually asked you if there's a way we can actually slash the price, because I was seeing 100K then as something big. I was seeing 100K as something big, but then
it as something big, exactly.
But
when you start, you see that 100,000 is nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. Actually, it's not. So this is what I did that really helped me. I did personal isusu. Then I did personal isusu. I checked how much am I going to keep from my salary that is going to give me 100,000, and how long is it going to take. Okay, so I was keeping, I think, a little amount over 6 months or thereabout. It's not even up to, it's more than 6 months. I started saving for Zaru investment around January 2019. That's when I started saving. So at the end of the year, I was able to gather up the money. To put.
Wow.
So my advice to those people is actually, number one, there's actually no big amount, no too big amount or too small amount to put into a savings and investment platform. It is legit. What you actually need is, number one, you have to be disciplined. You have to call it a project. You have to call this savings thing a project. In fact, I've disciplined myself that the first thing that gets out of the money that comes in is my savings and investments. My top expenses is my number one expenses. Before I buy anything, before I even buy a recharge card, before I subscribe, my savings and investment has already been removed. So whatever I'm spending, I know that yes, I've already paid myself first. My advice is there's no amount that is too small. I started saving from when I was earning 13,000. How much did I start with? 1,000 naira. I began with 1,000 naira. I saved 1,000 naira to a certain point. I made it 2,000 to a certain. The thing is, when you start, you find this thing is not as difficult as you picture it to be.
It's not as difficult. So it's just to start.
It's not difficult. From experience, yeah, from experience, it's not as difficult. It's not as difficult as you think it to be. I've worked with people because I'm a marketer. I work with people. I encourage them to save. There are so many of my customers that actually have this issue. One guy met me last time. How much does he make every day? Roughly 1,000, 2,000. I tell you, okay, since you actually have a big project, he was planning to get married then. He met me, Donna, please, I don't know how to go about this marriage. I need money, this and that. Whether if you borrow money, I say, what do you need money for? He said, to do my wedding now. I say, no, I won't advise you to do that. I say, I can't talk as your friend. I won't advise you to do that. So I actually advised him. He said, but there's no money now. I say, how much are you making every day? He said, at least, the guy is actually a phone hardware engineer. He said, at least I make 3,000 on, say, work, no day at all, 3 to 4,000. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. I know the character of most of you guys around that market is after they don't work that money finish, they're going to take 2 bottles, flex, and then enjoy themselves. I said, okay, see what you're going to do. If you've made this money, just call me. Anywhere I am, I'll come and meet you. Give me 2,000 from this money. He began. It was difficult for him. It was difficult for him. Until after a period of 1 year, and it's not up to a year, 6 months, 8 months, he made 500,000. And when this guy withdrew this money from his account, he was like, I say never believe say if he save up this type of money. So it's actually discipline. What you actually need to start is not the price, discipline. Is discipline. Is discipline. Have a huge financial goal. 100,000 is not too big to start with, and it's not too small to start with. I think that's just it. You need to be disciplined. Tell yourself you can do it. Set financial goal. Have a project. If you don't have a project ahead of you, there's no how you can make your financial goals. You cannot realize it at all. Every year, I made it as a challenge to set a financial goal for myself. Every year, what I want to do with so savings and investments by the end of the year. It's going to take care of my house rent. It's going to take care of my investments. It's going to take care of my feeding and stuff like that. Then these are the things that will make me, if I collect salary and I want to buy shoe of 20K, I'll say, guy, We've not invested. We've not done this. We've not done that. So I have to take care of those things first. I try need discipline. That is just it. And then have that big picture of what you want ahead of you.
Okay, so from what you said, it means you're not just saving or investing because you want to, but because you have a project you want to achieve, right?
Yeah.
You have a project you want to accomplish. That's why you're saving and investing.
That is just it.
Right? Exactly.
Yes.
So the point I made some time ago, saving without having a project, without having a goal in mind, is as good as not saving at all, because anything can come on and take that money away from you.
Of course.
You understand? So for you to achieve whatever your savings goal was, for you to really make something out of your saving or investment goal, is to have a project, have something you want to achieve with the money. You understand? So thank you very much, Mr. Donatus, for sharing your experience with us. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. Right. So I have one more question for you before you go. It's more like a fun question. Okay. So if someone should give you, will you prefer someone gives you 100,000 naira at once, or split it into 208,000 naira? I think if you split it for 40 years, but it is guaranteed that the money will be paid to you for 40 years. It is guaranteed, 100% guaranteed. Now, will you prefer that, or the money given to you in bulk? Yeah. Which one will you prefer?
Please help me rephrase the question. I didn't get it very well.
You prefer someone gives you 100,000 naira? You prefer someone gives you 100 million naira, 100 million naira rather, at once, or split it into the space of 40 years?
I'll collect the splitting. I'll collect the splitting. I will. Yeah, here's my reason. You see, one thing I learned from a book I read too, that money has to do with personality. If I don't make myself 100 million naira personality, and that money meets me at my 10,000 naira personality, I will reduce that 1 million to that 10,000 naira personality.
100 million. 100 million.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain. If there's actually what George Clason said in The Richest Man in Babylon. He said, this big money, this big amount, if it hits you and you're not prepared to accept it, the money will vanish. Those smart guys that are wiser than you, that are well prepared to collect this money, will take it away from you. So they're actually prepared. I was actually prepared, because me, I believe that wealth is long term. Wealth is not short term. You don't build wealth overnight. Even if wealth comes to you overnight, it goes overnight too. I love long term wealth. The better you split it from me, and then they pay me small until I'll be sure that this is guaranteed.
Thank you. Coincidentally, we have the same line of thoughts. If it were to be me, I will accept the splitting. Maybe if this money was offered to me like 5 years ago, 3 years ago.
You collect the cash. Yeah.
No, not the cash. Not the cash. I would have accepted the splitting. Yeah, because as at then, like you said, I don't have the knowledge to handle that money. I don't have the knowledge to multiply it. You understand? But right now, with the kind of knowledge I have regarding multiplying money and building wealth, I would rather accept I would rather accept it in bulk. Yeah, rather than splitting it, because I know that with the knowledge I have, I'll be able to make more than that in a very short period of time. You understand? So the reason why I asked you this question is some of the people out there that want to blow. There are a lot of people out there that all they want to do is just to blow. Yeah, they're looking for an avenue to blow. And once they blow, within a very short space of time, they will flat back again. They will less back again. So it's not, guys, it's not just about blowing. It's not about blowing. It's about you have the financial knowledge to handle the blowing.
That's the key. That is the key thing.
Exactly. So before you go about looking for money, looking for a way to blow, please and please equip yourself financially. Get as many financial knowledge as you can. Get sound financial knowledge, because that is the most important thing. If not, the speed you used to blow will be the same speed you used to less.
They should add Bet Naija winners. What used to happen to them? I've seen guys that won
Exactly.
6 million in Bet Niger, and then after 6 months, they'll still come back and still be doing the same runs that they were doing before.
Most of
So
them will say it's village people. There is no village. There is nothing like village people in this case.
it's not village
They're not
people,
like
though.
village
It's your
people.
decisions.
Exactly.
No, there's not like village people. No, no, no. Actually, I
Okay.
know that this okay. I know that
So what's
this
the
wealth
something?
accumulation, yeah, this wealth accumulation thing, it's actually based on three things. Number one, your financial information, savings and investments. These are the
Exactly.
things that you do if you want to accumulate wealth. Your financial information is what is going to keep you rich. Why
That's
Dangote
actually
is
the
where he is
number
right now.
one. Number
That is
one. Number
number
one.
one. Financial
Financial
information. That is the
education.
key
Yeah.
thing. Invest in financial education. Read as many financial literacy books as possible. Attend financial literacy seminars. That has helped me so much. Number two, save. Save. Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. That was one thing that Richard taught me. Pay yourself first and then invest what you save. Don't leave your money in the bank for a long term. It's a mistake. It's actually a very big mistake for you to leave money in the bank for a long term. That money depreciates. After that money don't reach what you take and do, come out town, look for a land, buy. And don't, please, I beg all of you, don't invest into what you don't know. Make sure you have a knowledge, at least not that huge knowledge, a brief knowledge of what you're investing into.
What you're
Or
investing in. Exactly.
seek consult professionals, consult people that are already where you want to be. Ask questions. People, I've run to many people when I want to make some investment. They tell me, no, this is not the way to do, this is not the way to do it. I have people you can always go to ask, please, how do I go concerning this and this? I think with that, very soon all of us will drag traffic for air. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A
Thank
lot of people
you.
say that. I heard someone said somewhere that, why people always, why are these new modern day motivational speakers always advising
Yeah.
people to read? That is Dangote reading. Did Dangote read before he got to where he went? So it started mentioning a
Oh.
lot of people. And what they don't know is that these men, they read. There's no money they wake up that they don't read. They are ahead of everything that is happening in the economy, both locally and
Hello.
internationally. And there is no way they can't know it without reading.
The secrets are in books. I discovered that a very long time. Secrets. You see, financial
Exactly.
secrets are in books. You can't separate books and wealth. It's not possible. You can't separate books and wealth. If you want to be truly wealthy, and be truly wealthy, you have to get close to books. I owe my anywhere I am right now to the books I've read, type of books I've, because these people, people like Kiyosaki, them, they are Elon Musk, those people, Trump, even Trump. When I read one of Trump's book, Why I Want You to Be Rich, I was like, wow, this guy has some deep secrets concerning business and financial management hidden in there.
Yeah. I've
Please,
read that book too. And also this
yeah,
book, Think Like a Billionaire by Donald Trump.
think like
That one, he
I've not read
advises
that
people
one.
to read.
Reading is what they
There
do.
was a chapter he talked about reading. He said what helped him was reading. He's always aware of everything that will happen. Even in 2 years' time, in 3 years, you can be able to predict it based on the current information he's getting through
Yes,
reading.
you got, yeah.
Understand? Yeah.
The truth is that actually the truth is books. I believe books put you years ahead of your peers. If you're a reader, books put you years ahead to those who are your mates. That place I'll go and I'll talk, I'll be like, not the Donatus of yesterday. I'll be like, no, it's not the Donatus of yesterday. This guy have eaten some stuff. I've done
Yeah.
things that years I know. I've read books. Some nights I will stay up and try to get information. There's no day. I don't think there's any day I don't read. I don't think there's any day I don't read something that's going to uplift me, either from a group, from a post, a book. I have list of books from my library that I always share every day. So I think we can't separate book from wealth building. It's not possible. It's not. Unless you
Yeah,
want to
there
be a
was a post
celebrity.
I did. There was a post I did the other day. I said it was actually a quote from Donald Trump. He said,
Okay.
making money is easy, building wealth is harder. Anybody can make money.
Yeah.
Anybody can make
Yeah.
money, but not everybody
Of
can
course.
keep the money. And
Of
that
course.
the reason is not even far-fetched. Everybody have the strength, everybody is hardworking, everybody is smart.
Sure.
But if you don't
Sure.
have that financial knowledge, nobody is born
Yeah.
with financial knowledge. You have to develop it, you have to
You
read
have
to
to.
know it.
And it's not
Yeah.
taught in
So if you
school
don't
too.
have it, if you don't have it, there's no way you keep the money. So it
Sure.
all boils down to the fact that if you really want to build wealth, if you want to go from where you are financially to where you want to be, then you have to invest in books, invest in
Sure.
read books, listen to audiobooks, listen to podcasts, financial podcasts, follow experts.
Yeah.
You understand?
Follow experts, specialists, follow experts. Very, very the key points. Follow experts. Those that have succeeded, though. Yeah.
Those have succeeded. Yeah, those have succeeded.
Yeah, I told one of my friends some time ago, if you want to be rich, don't take advice from a 60-year-old poor man. No matter the experience he thinks he have, a 60-year-old poor man cannot give you a good financial advice. He only tell you don't try, don't do it because I've done it before and it didn't work. So follow those that are successful. Follow those who are successful. In fact, it's even easier to follow now than before. I get stuff from Steve Harris, I get stuff from John Obidi. When I follow this, I say, yes, at least there's a future for us. Follow those who are successful, who are living the dream where you want to be. Follow them. And are not unreachable. You can always access them. We are blessed to be in this generation. I believe making wealth is actually easier now than it has ever been in the history of humankind.
Thanks to social media.
Yes, thanks to social media. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I can see some comments here. Some people said, this one said, well done, discipline, avoid procrastination. Yeah. Well doing is big. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for all your comments. I see the comments. Thank you so much for engaging. Thank you for also joining the podcast. So this will come to the end of the show. Next month, again, we'll be having another member of Zara Investment Club come share their experience with us and also share with us how they started their saving and investing journey. Okay. So our investment window is currently closed. For those already that are still asking if it's open, it's already closed. The next window will be open by next month, second week of next month. Once it's open, I'll post it on the group too. Okay. So thank you for joining the podcast once again. See you next time.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Thank you. All right.